Good day and welcome to MPTV's Weekend News Roundup. I am Lukman Adelakim. First, the headlines. Supreme Court chose David Mark-led ADC a lifeline. Voids status quo order. Workers' Day begins with fresh fuel price shock as petrol hits 1,440 naira per litre nationwide. FCT Minister Wike says there is only one PDP. On entertainment, Bimbo Ademoye challenges talks on set over settlement issues. Now the news in details. The Supreme Court has granted a major legal relief to the African Democratic Congress (ADC) led by former Senate President David Mark, while also nullifying the disputed Ibadan PDP convention. In its ruling, the Apex Court upheld the Mark-led ADC leadership, describing attempts to remove it as invalid. At the same time, it struck down the PDP's Ibadan Convention, citing violations of earlier court orders. The judgment is already reshaping internal party structures, with political stakeholders now expected to move quickly to stabilize leadership ahead of future elections. The ruling is seen as a major turning point in Nigeria's opposition politics. In a similar development, the FCT Minister Wike says the Supreme Court judgment has validated the People's Democratic Party convention and settled its leadership crisis. Wike says the ruling puts an end to all factional disputes within the PDP, stressing that the Apex Court has confirmed the legitimacy of the party's convention and leadership structure. He insists there is now only one united PDP, describing the judgment as a victory for rule of law and internal democracy. He adds that the decision has restored order within the party and ended claims of parallel structures. Nigerians marked this year's Workers' Day with fresh worries over rising fuel prices, as petrol now sells for as high as 1,440 naira per litre across parts of the country. The latest increase, reportedly driven by adjustments from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and independent marketers, has sparked concern among commuters, transport operators, and small business owners. Many say the new price is already pushing up transport fares and the cost of goods and services nationwide. The development comes amid growing pressure on workers battling inflation and rising living costs. Labor leaders say the hike underscores the urgent need for improved wages and stronger economic support for Nigerians. The Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, has warned officers of the Nigerian police force against misuse of firearms. The IGP says any officer found guilty of unlawful use of firearms risk dismissal, prosecution, or both. He stressed that the police leadership will no longer tolerate abuse of power or violations of operational rules. According to him, warning follows repeated concerns over misconduct by some officers, insisting that professionalism and respect for citizens' rights must guide all operations. He urged officers to adhere strictly to rules of engagement and uphold public trust in the office. Police in Akwa Ibom State have launched an investigation after a viral video showed a group of women assaulting another woman. The disturbing footage, which circulated widely on social media, sparked outrage and calls for justice. Authorities say efforts are underway to identify those involved and ensure they are held accountable. The police command condemned the incident, warning that mob violence and assault remain criminal offences punishable by law. Residents have been urged to report disputes to security agencies rather than taking the law into their hands. The federal government has announced a major shake-up in Nigeria's power sector. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of a new Minister of Power and a special advisor on energy as part of efforts to accelerate reforms and improve electricity supply across the country. According to the presidency, the move is aimed at strengthening leadership in the sector, boosting investor confidence, and fast-tracking ongoing power projects. Officials say the restructuring will help tackle persistent electricity challenges, improve generation and distribution, and support economic growth. The government has urged stakeholders to support the new leadership as Nigeria pushes for stable and reliable power nationwide. Moving on, security operatives in Katsina State have arrested a suspected informant linked to bandit groups operating in the region. Police say the suspect allegedly provided intelligence to criminals, helping them plan attacks and evade security operations. The arrest is part of ongoing efforts to dismantle networks supporting banditry and restore safety across affected communities. Authorities reaffirmed their commitment to identifying collaborators, aiding criminal groups. Residents are encouraged to continue providing useful information to security agencies. On entertainment, Nollywood actress Bimbo Ademoye has reportedly confronted suspected thugs who stormed a movie set demanding money for settlements. A viral video shows the actress standing her ground as the men allegedly disrupted filming and demanded payment before allowing production to continue. The group reportedly insisted on a cash settlement, a growing challenge for filmmakers shooting in public locations. Bimbo Ademoye is seen refusing the demand and insisting she would not be intimidated as the situation briefly disrupted the shot. Take that part again. Bimbo Ademoye is seen refusing the demand and insisting she would not be intimidated as the situation briefly disrupted the shoot but did not escalate into violence. The incident has sparked renewed conversations about safety and extortion on Nigerian film sets. To sports, England and Arsenal midfielder Declan Rice is reportedly facing a possible UEFA suspension ahead of Arsenal's crucial Champions League clash against Atletico Madrid. Reports say UEFA is reviewing an incident involving the midfielder during the first leg encounter, raising fears it could miss the decisive second leg. Developments have sparked concern among Arsenal supporters as Rice remains a key figure in the club's European campaign this season. UEFA is expected to make a final decision soon as the Gunners prepare for the high-stakes showdown. That's all we have for you on the weekend news roundup on MPTV. I remain Lukman Adelakin. Do be good citizens and stay out of trouble. Remember, follow us across all social media platforms and on our YouTube channel. Subscribe and put on the notification icon so that when we post, you'll be the first to be notified. Bye-bye.